What's up? You got Danny here, and this is my review of Hollohan versus Charlie Clips. I would have done this on my HD camera and actually started on my HD camera, but I'm not gonna be able to use that for the next couple of days, so don't judge me. Don't don't judge me. Anyway, we get into this battle, and I gotta say that this was a really good battle, especially considering the fact that I fuck with neither one of these rappers like that. Like, I'm not a Charlie Clips fan. I'm not really a Hollohan fan like that. But for what it was a really good battle. I think there was a lot of really predictable subject matter between the both of them, which is to be expected because when it comes to angles for these two, the type of angles that people use for them because of their personas, everybody uses them over and over again and recycles them. So for both of them, it wasn't a matter of how can I come up with new angles. It was who's the most clever with already apparent angles, and who can also fill up the rounds with more than just those obvious angles and just give us straight bars. Um, on one end, I feel like Hollohan utilized his time more for the bars, and I think that that was really good. There's another side of me that feels like Hollohan's flow is so scattered and abstract that a lot of things that should have hit, especially in his first round early on, didn't hit because his flow, even though I mean these are instrumental, I mean these are rap battles with no beats, but it's almost like his his cadence, I guess. Yeah, I think yeah. His cadences when he raps sometimes just be all over the place, so it's hard to follow along. And it's not that I'm looking for him to rap like he's rapping on a beat, because that's the worst shit ever. Especially you can tell which rappers do it too. I'm not gonna name no names, but we all know one moderately popular battle rapper right now who all of his flows sound like he rapped them over beats. But anyway, um, as far as the battle go, I feel like in the first round, Charlie Clips definitely, because of the scheming and because of the performance and just because of his flow, definitely got that round to me convincingly. Hollohan had his moments, Clips had more moments. As far as the second round, we get into the second round, and Hollohan spent and like way too much time with the fat jokes, and I feel like roasting sessions in King of the Dot battles can be real hit or miss. It can either be that it's gonna be funny and everything's gonna be really clever and hit well, or it's just gonna come off like, yeah, like you just playing the dozens. And for me, it was just like, oh, I'm just gonna throw every insult at you and they'll rhyme. And for me, it fell flat. Don't get me wrong. I don't mind a good roasting session, especially when the insults are clever. But with fat jokes, it's just there were so many other things. Like, you could have done a roasting session about him being a gangster that would have been funnier and probably would have allowed for you to have more clever bars in interim, but whatever. As far as Charlie's second, Charlie fell on the same problem. He came on really strong with the basketball schemes early in the round, and then somehow ended up in this zone where he's doing all these Latino jokes and race jokes. And I get it, black versus white, I get it. It's the thing to do, but Clips already has a bad habit in the sense that he's one of those rappers, him and DNA have a certain formula and format when they write their bars. So everything sounds the same. Everything's interchangeable. Even in his scheming, you can interchange words and phrases like Mad Libs for his rap sometimes, and you'll get the same feeling, same rap style. You know what I'm saying? So for me, like I said, when it came down to it, though, I still feel like Charlie edged that round. But once we get into the third, it's clear that like Clips got his check, and now he's headed back to New York. I honestly feel like he threw away the third round with all the race jokes. I feel like none of them really were that original. Of course, there were moments here and there in that round, but overall, I just felt like he wasn't stunting it. He wasn't taking it all that serious once he got into the third round. Maybe he felt confident that he got it with the first two, but that third round was really sloppily written, in my personal opinion. But that's just me. As far as Hollohan's, Third round, I feel like the whole fake gangster angle is overused, but it does work. And with rappers like Charlie Clips who pride themselves on, you know, street cred and whatever else, that angle, especially in front of that crowd, works well. I do appreciate anybody who can use what people say about them to make themselves look better and around. And I think that uh, Hollohan did a pretty good job of exposing himself in the third round with his own angle, really, which in the bigger scheme of it is that all that stuff about you is fake. This is my real life. This is me. I live it. I own it. You know what I'm saying? And that makes me a gangster. You know what I'm saying? That I done been through all this shit. Everybody knows I done been through all this shit. You know, I'm spoken for, and I think that firmly clinched Hollohan that third round, and it was written well as well. It was performed well, and that's funny to me. I feel like if he had the same passion that he had in his third round throughout the battle, he could have easily won this. Honestly, I feel like he could have easily bodied Clips because Clips comes the same in every battle. He's a very. What's crazy to me is Clips is arguably undefeated, arguably, depending on who you ask. I feel like all of his battles are either clear wins or debatables. There are no clear losses. So, you know what I'm saying? Regardless about how I feel about him, that's just what it is. He has no clear losses. But at the same time, no one has tapped into the fact that he is the same rapper time and time again in each battle. And the only thing that he changes really depends on the type of person he's rapping against. But as far as his scheming style, it's the same scheming style. As far as the way he sets up punches, it's the same typical 4-bar setup. And if he feels like it, he might sprinkle some freestyles in here or there, but even the freestyles are set up a certain way. And if you watch his tape, he's easy to decode. So when people come to these battles and they don't come ready to just out rap him, they lose. They lose every single time. No one cares that he's fat. Like, get off that. And a lot of people waste time with Clips rapping about him being fat. Another thing is, I'll rap this like, yo, like what's the disconnect when it comes to battling this dude? Like, I feel like at this, and now I'm coming off like a Clips hater, but I just feel like Hollohan wasted a perfectly easy opportunity, especially with the bars that Clips had to clinch an easy win. Those are pretty much my thoughts on the battle. I really didn't feel like doing a bar for bar review of this battle. There was nothing really intricate in it like that. I will say that, it's got some replay value in there. If you haven't seen it, of course, I will leave a link for it down in the comment section below. As always, don't forget to like this video, share this video, comment on this video, and subscribe to the channel. And another thing, please share this on all your social networks. If you're on Twitter, tweet it. If you're on Facebook, Facebook it. Shit, if you got a blog, put it on your blog. And of course, I always take requests, and if I use your request and I remember to, I will shout you out. So I forget your name, but I will leave an annotation. This review is for you. You asked for it, but yeah, I will put your name in a nice little box somewhere in this review. As always, thanks for watching. I will see y'all in my next review, which will be very soon because, like I said, I'm on my little baby cam, so I'm about to knock these out. Peace.